Troy Trojans all season. Wrap up this New Orleans Bowl, and Troy wins the New Orleans Bowl 50-30.
Losing another bowl game 2 years in a row, and especially when we had the team for it, there was no excuses for us to lose, and the way we went out was it was sad, honestly.
I don't know how they felt. For myself, it's something that you never want to, lose your last game of the season. Hey, we didn't do enough. We didn't do enough as a coaching staff. We didn't do enough as a team to get that win.
I apologize we couldn't accomplish the mission today. Like I said, you've accomplished a lot. Y'all set the foundation.
In the development of a program, when you're going from one year to the next, whether you accomplish the mission or you didn't accomplish the mission, there's a new year that's starting the 2 days after the bowl game.
Use that time to get them as big, as strong as we can, and then evaluate them during spring ball to see how they're moving, what do we need to do with their bodies come summer.
Leaving that game behind and then just starting from scratch, getting all your weapons and then getting ready for battle.
Obviously, the bowl game was a heartbreaking loss, but at the same time, it just added more fuel to our fire. And that spring, we started attacking.
You got to overcome it as a team. We got to step up and be much better on defense. We got to be better up front, protecting our quarterbacks and receivers. We got to do a much better job of all the way around. Everybody has to pick up the slack.
No one's going to sit around and talk about last season anymore. It's about what we're doing forward. It's about the work that we put in to develop.
And that's really the focus, is what are we doing moving forward to become elite.
It's year 3 for us now, so guys are bought in. Every year you got to try to get more and more out of them. So it's understanding where we started and where we're at and what kind of players we have and being able to progress that. So each year we're making sure we're getting the most out of them and develop them on and off the field.
Everything's different than that first year. That first year was just a whirlwind of things, but we have a lot of guys that have a lot of game experience, and when you have game experience, it's a different deal. And so not only have they been in the system and been around UNT for a while, but they've played in a lot of games together. When you have guys like that, you can try a little bit more with your guys because you're not doing near as much teaching. They know the basics.
Some of those things, I wouldn't say they're new to the field, but it's just some stuff that we haven't done here with this team yet. And that's just because they're just more mature now to handle those situations and some of the techniques and some of the focus that they need to have doing those drills.
Yeah, you get more creative and figure out ways to get your playmakers the ball in different situations.
The old regime, I feel like we didn't really have an identity. We had, some smash mouth football, and then we try to go with some RPOs, and then we try to take some shots. And, we never really had our true identity of, hey, one game we'll throw 5 times, and the next game we'll try to throw 35 RPOs, and your line can't get in sync with your quarterback can't be in sync with your wide receivers.
This camp going on, a lot of the guys are a lot more close. And it's not just defense on defense and offense on offense. Both sides of the balls are coming in together.
Last year we had really good team chemistry, but this year we're just more of a tight-knit group, and we're just having fun and pushing each other, and now it's kind of the standard. We expect you to be, team unity, being selfless, tough, and disciplined.
The thing is, with all the other past camps I've been to, at least, there hasn't been that. It's been nothing been just like individualism. And now, we're all coming together as a team and just trying to make it right this season.
I've been here since 2014, so I've seen it all, from players arguing with coaches, coaches arguing with coaches, players arguing with players. And you just didn't see none of that this summer. And I think that everything was a full head of steam with them, and we just believed in everything they did.
How do you take your game to the next level? It's with the mindset of this culture is you're not just worried about yourself, you're helping everybody around you. And guys are really embracing that. They're really understanding that if I want to be great, I have to continue to make my teammates great as well.
And I think Coach Luttrell and his coaching staff does a great job at recruiting the players and bring them into our culture that fits those values and that it's just easy to mesh with.
There's been a lot of new faces, and so now you're kind of bringing in people who believe in what you're doing. It's not a situation where you're just preaching. You got guys who truly have bought into what you're doing. We talk about selfless, tough, and disciplined. Once you have that as the core of your team, it kind of just works itself out. Like I said, the kids who aren't doing it, either they buy in or they get out. and we're good either way. And so now, like I said, it's not truly babysitting. Now you truly can start building off of things. That character's growing and developing as men, and so now football, it also gets better.
The first year we've been to a bowl game. That's cool. We didn't win it. The second year, we had another opportunity to play in the conference championship and a bowl game, and we didn't complete those. So year number 3, you know, we just came out this year just with a different mindset. Like, look, we've been competing for championships these past years, but now it's about time we win one.
The past couple of years, our mission has been win our bowl game. It's not a mission because missions have consequences. What were the consequences for not winning that bowl game? There were none. There shouldn't be. Some of that's out of your control, winning a bowl game, winning a championship. There's a lot of different factors. Coaches, players alike, preparation, injuries. So in my mind right now, what is our mission? Maximize our ability every day. That's our mission, because there's consequences for that. If we don't maximize our ability every single day, there will be consequences. Maximize it on and off the field. Maximize it with team chemistry, your preparation, how you work throughout the week, how much more film are you getting, how you developing your football knowledge, how are you taking care of your body, selfless, tough, disciplined. And if you do that, we'll accomplish a lot.
This season, keep your stories interesante, like Dos Equis, the beer whose label inspired the greatest comeback in history.
Authentic Mexican cerveza. 4.2% alcohol by volume. 1 gram protein, 0 gram fat.
Yeah, tell him, Coach.
12 fluid ounces.
Dos Equis, keep it interesante.
Now open daily, Epic Water's indoor water park is epic in every wave. With 11 slides and attractions under a colossal retractable roof, Epic Water's indoor water park is fun for the whole family, year-round, rain or shine. Buy your tickets at epicwatersgp.com.
Hey, man, it's been a long time coming right now. Since you got off that damn field in December, you came back and worked your ass off all the way since January until now for this moment right here, to open up this season. Hey, man, tonight, play the game the way it's supposed to be played. Violently attack their ass for 4 quarters, no matter what.
We get 2018 underway. Mean Green playing host to the SMU Mustangs. The left hash mark from the 25, with West standing to his right, has the snap. Short roll, right throws, complete, and Sanders makes the grab at the 32-yard line. So 3rd down and 9 for the Ponies. And Hicks claps his hands, gets the snap, feels heat, and is dropped by E.J. Agia, the linebacker, blitzing right up the middle.
Yo!
Yeah,
Toto!
Yes!
Yeah, here, Captain! Yeah, here, Captain! Yeah!
Michael Lawrence is checked in, slot right, Guyton outside of him, Bussey wide left, motion out of the backfield by Easley. Quarterback draw, and fools no one, and is smacked down for a loss. Punching one in here, their opening possession, 8:38 and counting first quarter. Play action fake, throw over the middle, caught into the end zone, touchdown, Guyton.
On there, right.
Oh, that
Captain Cleveland hurt.
Huh?
That Cleveland hurt.
Now listen, what you...
Saw him moving all over there.
Now listen, it's fine. The DN got upfield real hard,
That's why I was trying to get under. I know.
Right, so did you tell him?
Captain Cleveland, I told him.
It's easy.
Hell yeah, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Keep turning up. Let's go.
Make sure you're loud. He said he didn't hear it. You need to tell him, and he needs to hear it. All right, but make sure that's on you. All right, that DN's high upfield because of the quarterback, right? Be smart. Hey, good job. Just be smart.
And SMU takes over at their 33-yard line, trailing 7-3 with 5:44 to go in the first quarter. Play fake, and the throw is intercepted. Keemon Hall's going to walk it in up the right sideline for a touchdown. A pick six. 13-0.
Good job. Good job.
That's a great job of getting into the call, you understand? They looked, we looked, we got into something different. He didn't see that.
Call it 3rd and 9. They need to get to the 4. And the snap comes from the 13. Running back is DeAndre Torrey, and they come after Fine and sack him way back at the 25-yard line.
Look hot. What's up? I just can't, collision.
That's deep, man.
Yeah, well, I look hot, dude.
What's that mean? We go forward like this way, right? You're going vertical, right? Come on, stay vertical. You get right.
So on to try his first field goal. The Mean Green uniform is Cole Headland. It'll be 40 yards, angle right to left, out of the hold of Quinn Shanbar. Good snap and hold. Kick is on the way, and it is good.
Do your best to hold for about 2 seconds. I'm coming. If you don't go vertical, I'm coming back. We need more. We need more.
See if the blitz hits again. Here they come. And he will have to scramble. They've got him sacked back at the 47-yard line by Garner. 3 in a row.
Go BG. Great job by everybody on the check. 1st and 10. 10 personnel, right? Double screen. Great job just doing your job. He had to eat it.
Clock pulling 14, 13. Mean Green have all 3 timeouts.
Go!
Call timeout. Get ready. Call timeout.
No! Run it!
Quick snap goes to Fine. Handoff Easley. And hit at the line of scrimmage. Cut down, no gain.
Timeout! Timeout!
They will call time and stop the clock at 4 seconds. Wow, they let a lot of time elapse, and they could have gotten an extra snap off.
What y'all want to do?
River pay. Don't pay. Just no regular pay. No regular pay. No regular
We
pay.
ain't on the regular pay. We're going to kick a field goal. Get field goal ready.
If there was ever a letdown on a drive that went from your 6 to the 1-yard line and you're looking like you're going to get points, it would be this drive. Edlin's ready. He is. Good snap. Hold is good. The kick is also good, and that's how the first half comes to an end.
What do you call a great beer with more taste, only 96 calories, and 3.2 carbs? We call it Miller Lite. What are you holding? Miller Lite. Hold true.
Every minute is a mile, dear. Check to check, year to year.
Now open daily, Epic Waters Indoor Water Park is epic in every wave. With 11 slides and attractions under a colossal retractable roof, Epic Waters Indoor Water Park is fun for the whole family, year-round, rain or shine. Buy your tickets at epicwatersgp.com.
This season, keep your stories interesante, like Dos Equis, the beer whose label inspired the greatest comeback in history.
Authentic Mexican cerveza. 4.2% alcohol by volume. 1 gram protein, 0 gram fat. Yeah, tell 'em, Coach. 12 fluid ounces.
Dos Equis, keep it interesting.
46, Hose, you're now coming over to this B gap. You got it? Guard tackle. You're flying here. They're blocking down. Weiss, you're setting a pick, so give room. Get over on this edge. You got it, Hose? Okay?
This game is by no means over. They're not going to quit. So the challenge for you is to go out there and regain the initial focus, the initial aggressiveness, the attacking attitude that you started the game with. But be ready to take it to a different level. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Be ready to go and take everything you've done in the first half to a different level. Now, this next 30 minutes, we'll find out just how dominant you want to be.
When we get down the red zone area, lock in. All right, that's the most important time. Got to get touchdowns out of it. All right, now we got last drive right there. We went about 6 minutes. He talked about dominating the 8. We held the ball about 6 minutes, drove it down the field, got points. We're about to get it back. Let's go get 7 more. Well, 10 up.
All right, but we got to do what? We got to quit settling for field goals. All right, we got to get the damn ball in the end zone. Up front, All right, it all starts up front. We got to get the run game going. We got to do a much better job getting your ass off the ball. All right, defense, keep doing exactly what you're doing. Turn it up, damn right. All right, keep attacking the quarterback's ass. They got 24 yards because everybody's what? Doing their job. On third downs, you're getting behind the chain. On third downs, you're getting off the field. You're doing a hell of a job. Special teams, let's dominate. All three phases, I promise you they aren't going to lay down. They're going to come out on this field right now and try to kick your ass all over the place. We dominate the 8. This is our standard. This is our house. This is how we play. Make sure this is our most excited half. Let's go out and let's go.
20-0 lead for North Texas as we get set to start the second half. Second down and 23. Mason Fine against the three-man rush. Fires deep middle. Caught Guyton inside the 15. He goes. Still on his feet inside the 10 to the 5 to the 4, and it's first and goal. So third and goal from the 5, and Mean Green 6 of 11 on third down. And Mason Fine looking that way, throws complete in the flat there. Smith reaches the goal line in, touchdown.
Good job, Rico. Good job, baby. Good job right there. Good job right there. Good job. Hey, where's JG?
Great job, Nick.
Kelvin, good job. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Good job, good job, good job.
It'll be 3rd and 5. Hicks will throw, and incomplete for Roberson on the right side. Would have been enough for a first down.
This defense is getting some real confidence tonight, Dave.
When there's one receiver over there to the field, I'm getting a lot of outs.
Hey, did they throw the outside?
Yeah.
From the Mustang 41, first down. Fine, well protected. Throws deep over the middle, reaching, grab by Darden at the end.
Everybody has to understand we're going for 2. Tell these receivers,
We're going for 2. We're going for 2.
First down and 15. Fine with it. Corner blitz, throw complete. Guyton at the 1, which is over the goal line. Touchdown.
Oh my. 2. Quick. Let's go.
And 3 touchdowns. And they want to go for 2 on the toss. Is fumbled by Nick Smith, and he drops it and is dropped at the 4-yard line.
All right, let's go.
12 carries, 28 yards now for Nick. They hand it to him again. He's cut down for a loss at the 24-yard line by Shane Haley, the outside linebacker.
We got him gashed. Got it? Italy?
Yeah.
Italy and Irene. Look.
You're on Irene. You have to cut him
Irene,
off.
you got to cut him off so we can get this A call to number 3 and out it over there.
Cole Hedlund will try a new career best. This is going to be a 51-yard effort with 3.5 minutes remaining. Lays into it. It has enough. It is good. Cole. Kick by Robledo will be returned from inside the 5-yard line by Torrey and breaks the tackle at the 30 to the 40 to the 50. One man to beat, a foot race, and DeAndre Torrey brings it all the way. A touchdown. The final 10 seconds to tick off, and the Mean Green defeat SMU for the 6th time in school history, and this is the 38th beating by a final score of 46-23.
Now open daily, Epic Waters Indoor Water Park is epic in every wave. With 11 slides and attractions under a colossal retractable roof, Epic Waters Indoor Water Park is fun for the whole family, year-round, rain or shine. Buy your tickets at epicwatersgp.com.
This season, keep your stories interesante, like Dos Equis, the beer whose label inspired the greatest comeback in history.
Authentic Mexican cerveza. 4.2% alcohol by volume. 1 gram protein, 0 gram fat.
Yeah, tell 'em, Coach.
12 fluid
Dos Equis. Keep it interesante.
I've been here for a while. We've beaten SMU once, and yeah, it was a pretty good game for us, but you know, the other games didn't look so good. Coming out this opener, beating SMU, that's exciting to be, because this SMU game is big. Whether it's for regional purposes or recruiting purposes, you know, this is a premier game for us.
Well, considering this is game one, it's also the battle of the Dallas Metroplex, like who's the best in the Dallas area.
They played very well against us the last couple of years. You know, it's a rival. It's 30 minutes down the road. Not only do we have to play against them year in and year out, it's a great pride for our fans, our players, and you know, our culture.
SMU is a great team. They're well coached, you know, all across the board. They have a bunch of playmakers, but we've been preparing properly.
When you have guys that have had game day success, it makes them a lot more confident. They just play with a different air about them, and so that's what I think we're seeing more than anything is the guys that have done it on Saturdays, and so they expect to be great, and they play and they practice at a different level. You know, they're extremely confident in what they do.
You know, everyone got bigger, faster, stronger. You know, everyone worked hard in the weight room. You got to credit Coach Womack and his staff for getting us bigger and faster. I think we're mentally stronger. You know, we're thinking faster. It makes us play faster also, and really that's just the biggest thing.
We start fast! We start fast on both sides of the ball!
There's a lot more guys at every position, you know. It's not just the ones and twos getting rep. You know, we have a lot of incoming freshmen that's accepted the plate and accepted the challenge of just getting better, whether it's on special teams, offense, or defense. You know, there's a bunch of guys across the board that wants to get better and get in the lineup.
Yeah, we've had, you know, some special players that didn't really pan out in the past, but you know, we didn't have 1, 2, 3, 4 deep that could be on the field at any time.
So the drop-off isn't very big from our starters to our secondary players, you know, and then when they're in, you still feel great about it. So I think in every position across the board, you're about 3 deep.
The depth in all the positions are definitely more quality. The ones probably been here longer, so they know the scheme better, but the twos are just picking it up right as we do. We know we're helping the young freshmen get in.
Even our freshman scout team right now, they can sling it around, and you can ask any of the defensive guys, you know, it's no chump change over there.
My understudy, KD Davis, you know, he's going to be a great player, so I'm looking forward to him growing and just him learning the system.
I think it starts with Deion Noville. It's probably given us more right now, this early in his career, than maybe we expected from him. Rod and TJ and Hambone, those guys, they've been doing what we expected of them, getting better, getting more comfortable in the system.
For me, in the linebacker room, I'm going to start with Jamie King. He's a guy that was a tight end last year and was a junior college quarterback, was a high school quarterback. He's a headsy guy that has just soaked it up.
Yeah, offense, they have guys everywhere. You know, there's definitely not a drop-off over there.
With JG, Rico, Greg, Mike Law, myself, Keegan, we have a lot of players that are willing to step up and do what it takes to win games.
We got different roles. Everybody got different roles in the room. You know, we got a blocking bag, you got an explosive bag, you got a playmaking bag. That was kind of different from last year, because last year it was 1 and 2, it was me and Jeff. And this year we got a different doses for them.
We've recruited some very good players here. Just going out with guys that, you know, are 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars, whatever. You know, it's about going out, building a relationship and understanding who are the guys that are going to fit your culture, fit your program, trusting your evaluations, and then trying to get the right guys fitted into your program.
Guys that really love the game. And a lot of people think, well, you know, they all love the game, and that's not necessarily true. Some of them play it maybe because they're expected to. Some of them play it because they have a free education coming with it. When you love the game, that also means you love practice, you love meetings, you love the weight room. Everything about football you love. And those are the kind of guys we try to find, because then you're going to get everything you have out of them every single day.
No matter where you are, I think development is the biggest thing. I think it's a lost art. I think too often people get hoopla with the 5 stars and all that kind of stuff. It's like, can the kid come in, put the work in, and continue to learn techniques and get better? And so for us, that has been our motto.
We try to develop everyone, and it's really easy as you get in the grind to just continue to focus in guys that are your top guys. Doesn't matter whether you're a freshman or senior, walk on full scholarship. Everybody's gonna have the same opportunities to get on that field, and if you're the best guy, you're gonna play.
The toughest job for a coach is just try to figure out a way to get all those guys touches and get all those guys balls and let them put them in positions to where they can let their natural abilities take over.
Jamil Moore in the secondary. Started off again in the spring and just kept steadily improving and getting better and better to the point that I had to find a way to get him on the field more, give him a chance to play. So we moved him to the nickel spot. He'll rotate in there with Tyreek Davis.
But it also helps us because it's a lot of competition in the room, so it brings out the best in each and every one of us.
You know, they compete against each other really hard, but at the end of the day, it's all a team and it's all a real close family right now, so we're excited about how this team has grown.
And I think also what it does, the more you develop those threes and some of those other guys, you're starting to become more of a fresh football team because now you're not putting so much on your first group and wearing them down as well.
You want to hit the freshmen and sophomores out there, and people are going to be scared of you because they know that you have young talent coming each and every week and each and every year. They're going to get better and better.